Easy people, welcome back to my channel at Big Steve Mcfc. Sorry, it's been a while, but it's been a bit crazy out there. First of all, I'd like to say the sad news of the Queen passing away. I know it split the country down the middle. I know there's some people that wasn't fond of the royal family. I know there's plenty of people that do respect the royal family, like myself. I was due to go on the Big Six show when the news was announced. I just didn't think it was right. Bit of a somber mood. Didn't think I could bring the energy. Tottenham game was postponed. Not ideal for City fans. We were on a good run. Looking forward to going into one of our bogey teams. Anyway, it is what it is. Football's just been announced that it's back. We've got Borussia Dortmund tomorrow night at the Etihad and the Wolves game at weekend, which is a 12:30 kickoff. So, yeah, we're back in the swing of things, people. Yeah, where do you want me to start? Sevilla, away. Not an easy place to go. You know what I mean? Not an easy place to go. Come away with a 4-0 result. 4-0 on our opening Champions League game. Another 2 goals for the Nordic Meat Shield. Takes his tally to 12. Ruben Diaz on the score sheet. Phil Foden on the score sheet. Great to see Manuel Akanji make his debut. Look solid. Look composed. Look like he's going to be a really good addition to the squad. Sergio Gomez getting some minutes. Great to see him getting in the team. You know, coming from Anderlecht to Manchester City, champions of England, playing in the Champions League with all the players he's got around him. Must be a dream come true. So overall, the night in Seville, I didn't go to the game. I couldn't make it. It came a bit quick for me. I was in London. Found a nice little bar in London. Sat there, watched it, enjoyed it. You know, Haaland again. Everybody in the pub was waxing lyrical about him, saying, you know, he's a monster and all that. And he is. But he's our monster. He is our Nordic Meat Shield. We've got to look after him. You know what I mean? Videos coming out this week. Man United fans, Cockney Man United fans, begging Haaland, you should have joined Man United and all that. Fucking sling it, mate. You don't want to go there. Like what he said, I'm loved here. And he's loved in this city. And he's loved by fans of that club. Yeah. That's why he's hitting the numbers, because he's getting looked after and he knows what it feels like. But yeah, 4-0 Seville, first night, Champions League. Brilliant. Which takes us on to tomorrow night. Borussia Dortmund at the Etihad. Dortmund have been to the Etihad a few times, you know what I mean? Mixed results. Match day 1 for Dortmund was Copenhagen. They won 3-0. I think Jude Bellingham got on the score sheet. They've had a mixed start to the Bundesliga. They're a great side. Obviously, they've lost the talisman in Haaland. I think they signed Sebastian Haller from Ajax. He was unfortunately diagnosed with testicular cancer. So I think he's been out of action. So their plans have not been ideal. The 2 points off the top at the Bundesliga, I think they're lying 6. Yeah, they're a good side, and we've got to be careful. You know, the players to watch at Dortmund, it's obvious, isn't it? Jude Bellingham, he's linked literally with every club in the world. I don't think they was ever going to get rid of him this window after losing Haaland. I think he's got another season there. Liverpool, I think, are in for him. Man United will be in for him. I think City might be sniffing around him as well. And I think with the pull of Haaland, and the relationship between Man City and Dortmund over the last few years, the way we do business together, the way they, you know, we handled the Sancho deal, Jaden Braith's gone there, obviously Erling's come to us. I think, you know, City's got good people on the Dortmund side, and I'd like to think with Gundogan getting older and Bernardo unsettled next season, Jude Bellingham could be on our radar. But listen, it is what it is. We've got to keep going. We've got to win. We've got our tails up, coming on the back of the Seville result into Dortmund. Packed out at the Etihad again, you know, another sellout. I think we're going to get the job done. I don't think it's going to be easy. I think we might concede. Just having a look this morning, a couple of predictions I've been going for. I think Man City will win 2-1. I think Haaland is going to get on the score sheet. Don't be surprised if he doesn't celebrate. I think he's got a lot of respect for Borussia Dortmund and the fans. Don't be surprised if at the end of the game he has a walk over to their section, gives them a bit of a clap, because he seems that kind of kid, you know what I mean? He's got a bit of loyalty to the supporters. He has a connection with the supporters. So I expect him to you know, go and say farewell to them. But just speaking about Haaland, the connection he's got with us now, you know, everywhere you walk in Manchester, there's young kids walking about with the Haaland shirts on. Every away game, you know, we're singing his name. He's reacting to it. He's coming over. You know, I think we've signed a real one. And anyone that thought he wasn't going to be a superstar, people like that Chelsea guy, that Rory, whatever he's called, saying it's going to be a flop. Seriously, mate, come on. It's got to be a reactionary. These YouTubers have got to say this to get likes and stuff. You know what I mean? I don't get it. You know, unless that was, if that was his honest, genuine opinion, then I think the guy's deluded. But 99 times out of 100, they say these things for likes. You know what I mean? But anyway, he's proven them all wrong. You know, there's a few people in my DMs. I'm not going to mention them. What was the one he was saying? What did he say? The guy, the Norwegian. What did he call him? The Norwegian Sadio Beriano. That's what someone in my DMs sent me about 10 weeks ago. The Norwegian Sadio Beriano. You know who you are, yeah? And I pulled you on it, and your heads fell off, and you've said you've had a nightmare. But I'm going to put him on my story. If Haaland wins the Golden Boot, that guy's going on my story. I'll make him famous. How about that? But yeah, man. But listen, how strange of it we know football. You know what I mean? It's very, very somber. You turn on the TV. There's a lot going on with the Queen. Should they have cancelled the football? I don't think so. I think we should have had the minute's silence, the minute's applause. I think we should have, you know, sung the national anthem, really, really gone to town, had a bit of a celebration of a life, cracked on with the football, you know, got on with it. This weekend just gone with no football. It's cost me a fortune with the kids swinging around my neck. I've had to take them out, eating, toys, meals, clothes, all that. So we don't want to happen again. And B, just that Sunday when you sit there and you think, right, I can watch a couple of games today. I can catch up on yesterday. I can see what's going on. Nah, didn't happen. It just shows you how much football plays a big part in day-to-day life. People, you know, obsessed with the game. When it stops, you know, if it stops in the summer, we got a bit of transfer news. We get some friendlies. We've got a tournament or two, you know, World Cup, you know, Euros. We can get through it. But when they just stop it like that, you're thinking about Spurs. You're thinking about Antonio Conte, revenge, Pep, Harry Kane, last-minute job and all that. And I'm getting revved for it. I even did a match preview with Expressions. We met up in London. It's on his channel. Go check it out. It's funny. Me and Expressions. We put it out because we'd filmed it before the death of the Queen. We just put it out there for content, but we'll do it again. So yeah, that was a bit mad. And yeah, it's just good to be back. It's just good to be back. So Dortmund tomorrow, we know what we need to do. We've got to start fast. We've got to dictate the game. We've got to get a result. Let's get out of this group, you know. Let's get to the later stages of this group where maybe we've got a bit of a lead. Maybe we can tinker about with the team, rest a few. That's ideally what we want to do. We don't want to be going into the late stages, having to go to Dortmund or having to go out to Copenhagen getting results because we've been stupid at home or we've let it slip. So we don't want to be doing that. We want to full throttle, you know, plough through this group and keep it moving. And then weekend, people, Wolverhampton Wanderers away. 12:30 a.m. early kickoff. Last season, obviously, we went there. They was on a bit of a mixed run of results, but they were proving tough to beat. People were scared a little bit. The City might drop points at Molineux. We smashed them. Kevin De Bruyne got the 4. It was a big part of our title run at the end, what we needed to do. I think De Bruyne destroyed them. I think, you know, every time they went and scored one, we just went and upped it another notch. This season, Wolves, again, have had a bit of a mixed bag of starts. I don't think they're the team they was last season. They are capable of turning up on the day, though. You know, we've seen it. They beat Man United at Old Trafford back end of last year. You know, they had a bit of a go at Anfield last game of the season. They just signed Diego Costa on a free transfer. I mean, I'm not too worried about that. Costa, back in his day at Chelsea, was a great player. Really, really good player. Very aggressive, very angry. Led the line well. Scored some good goals against City. Wound us up a few times. But with a back two, I think he might play Akanji. I think he might play Diaz. I know that Stones has been carrying a knock, but he's training. I know Laporte's back in training. Might be too soon. Kyle Walker's not trained this week. Whether he's back, we don't know. And yeah, got to get back on the board. Premier League. Disappointing result at Aston Villa, 1-1. We should have beat them, to be honest. It was disappointing. You know, we end up turning the screw. Passing the ball about, again, very lackadaisical, thinking we're winning 2-3-0. They catch us on the break, score a goal, and then we end it with a 1-1, which felt like a loss. I said it last week in my video, you know what I mean? So, yeah, we've got 2 important games this week. Champions League tomorrow night, can't wait for it. South Stand will be bouncing. Anyone that's in the South Stand, come and say hello. You know where I am, 117 round there in the new posh bit. So, yeah, I'll be there. And Wolves early kickoff, yeah, I'll be there. Wolves going up early with a few mates of mine. Might take the big Haaland flag in with me. Got the Haaland flag, unfinished business. Have a look on Instagram. You can see it on my profile. I did take it to Villa, but it was too big. Everyone was diving on me when I got out the car. I can have a picture with it. And I thought, this is what's going to happen all day. I had 2 kids with me and I thought, you know what, I can't do it. So the flag got put in the boot. It's definitely coming to Dortmund away. So we're having it out there. And I'm bringing it to Wolves on Saturday. But listen, people, on the Man City front, there's not a lot else to say. We've covered the 2 games. We've covered Seville. You know, the club's running all right. We're ticking over nice. The games are coming thick and fast now. Let's get the Queen's funeral out of the way. Let's move on. And, yeah, we need to take advantage of these teams slipping up. You know what I mean? Chelsea slipping up. Man United, not the best. Arsenal just lost to United. Liverpool slipping up. Got levered in Champions League the other night as well. Everything's not rosy in the garden at Liverpool. So while these teams are slipping up, we need to push ahead. We've seen it last season. We had a 14-point lead, albeit they had 2 games in hand, but they clawed it back. We ended up going into the last 10 of the season, neck and neck. Pressure was on. We don't want it. We want it wrapped up. We want to get it wrapped up, nice and comfortable, get it in the bag, and then we can concentrate on the big one, the one we're in tomorrow, the Champions League. We get that over the line. Listen, people, thank you very much for watching my video again. I am trying to increase the videos I'm doing. I am trying to do a little bit more. Watch out for me on City Extra. Watch out for me on the Premier League. I'm doing some Premier League content soon. Please like, subscribe and share. Any Manchester City groups you're in, anything like that on Facebook and stuff like that, drop the video in there. Let them know, you know, it's a little 15, 16, 17-minute preview. It's not going to kill you. Get yourself a cup of tea and enjoy it. Thanks very much. Please leave the comments. I'll see them all. I'll reply to them all. Up the Blues. Dortmund tomorrow. Let's get it done.